Here's a tip if you need to calculate a loan payment and you don't have a calculator very handy. Let's say you're driving or you're in a mediation and your numbers that you're negotiating are changing just a little bit. Maybe you're an initial consult and you just need a very ballpark number when a client says, hey, I want to keep the house and I want to buy out my ex. Here's a couple ways you can do that, or estimate it from a very broad ballpark sense. If someone's going to keep that first mortgage that they currently have and they're going to look at a second mortgage for the equity buyout, those rates are going to be a little bit higher on second mortgages. Probably 8 to 10% with most lenders right now. Let's call it 9. If you're looking, there's two main types of loans people look at. There's lines of credit that have an interest-only minimum, and then there's fixed rate, fixed payment options, usually a 15-year or a 20-year amortization. The interest-only payments, they're going to hover right around $75 a month. A 15 years can be close to $100 a month, and this is for every $10,000. So you got a range of 75 to 100. 20 years are going to hover right around 90-ish. So you could say, hey, every $10,000 is going to run you about $75 to $100. Call it 80 or 90 right in the middle. So $100,000, $900 a month, give or take a little bit. 50,000, probably going to be $450, $500, somewhere in that range. That's how you can estimate if someone's using a second mortgage to buy out an ex. If someone's looking at a first mortgage, like a complete refinance, then you'd probably use around $700 for every 100 grand. Technically, 7% on a 30-year amortization for $100,000 is only $665. But I would rather use a low number in case rates were to go back up, or if maybe mortgage insurance applies or something like that. So on a first mortgage estimate, and clients should always double check these numbers with a banker, with a lender, with a calculator, and get very specific information. But if you're just ballparking, you could say, hey, that 300,000, it's about $2,000 for the principal and interest payment, and then you got to add the escrow. It's probably $2,500. If I was going to take someone say they want a $500,000 loan, and you're using that $700 per 100K rule, that's $3,500. Might be a little bit lower than that, say 33, 34, then they add the escrow. So it's a good way to kind of gut check if someone says, hey, I want to keep the house, or I want to go buy a house of X amount of dollars. You could use a very broad range estimate to see if that's realistic. If they say, yeah, I think I can swing that, let's get more information. Or if they say, I can't afford that at all, then you got to look at other options. Hopefully that helps. Thanks.